I'm so excited that you are here. Thank you so much for joining. I know it has been a crazy time right now with just everything going on. And I want to acknowledge that because I just think it's so important that we acknowledge everything going on right now in the world. There's so many things going on. So take time for yourself to take care of yourself. Remember, like we are humans doing business with humans, and it's all about connection and nurturing that connection. So, in today's class, we're going to be talking about email marketing. Email marketing is something so important because it really helps you to really better understand how can you connect to your audience, to your ideal clients when you are not online. This is how I've been able to, really nurture my clientele, really grow my business and visibility is by no longer having to post every single day by just really like solely relying on, if I was just solely relying on social media, right? Whatever it is, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you prefer, Facebook, whatever your prefer form is, that's only one way channel. We're literally like throwing out like a spaghetti at the wall and hopefully like somebody walks by at the right time to catch the spaghetti in the wall before it falls on the ground. So if you think about every time you go post on social media, only 3%, if you're lucky, of your audience sees it. So if a video gets 1,000 views, I have 3,000 followers, that's amazing. But it's not all my followers that are seeing that, right? And when we email, think about like texting, like with your cell phone, right? Like you can text your friend that you want to be in touch with right away. You can go ahead and have a different relationship. It's not as serious. You can talk about real things, like maybe today you're feeling a little sad because of everything going on in the world. Maybe you can send them a meme. Maybe you can send them a good video that you saw about cooking because you know your friend likes to cook. There's so much relationship building that happens with text, and that's what you can do with email marketing. So take this class, whatever resonates, take it along with it. What doesn't, leave it behind. And you can literally utilize email marketing also for text marketing, which I'll do a separate class on that. But with that, let's get started. So remember, email marketing is all about building relationships. So we're going to start utilizing email marketing for building relationships, and I will show you how to integrate social media to this. So first, like quick introduction, you're like, why should I listen to you? Who are you? So I'm based out of California. I'm a mama of three, and I just really love to help simplify business and life by helping you build your brand and your business on and offline. I have been in business since I started doing videos, short form videos in 2016 when I was a beauty school student. Then I went to work with a brand as a brand educator, getting paid to travel. I've worked with Pinterest. I've had over 13 publishings organically. So all the things I'm sharing with you today is not me trying to be cute and or know it all. It's literally from things that I've done in my own business behind the scenes. So email marketing is here to help you nurture and connect. Okay. So let me know, where are you tuning in from? Where in the world are you? Where in the US are you watching this from? I want to be able to connect with you. Okay. So in email marketing is the same thing. You get to share with people the behind the scenes of what's really going on. And people love behind the scenes. So I want you to start thinking, instead of like, oh my goodness, I have to like do proper punctuation and grammar. This is really like an opportunity for you to be able to connect on a deeper level and nurture that relationship. Okay. So rather than just a post from a random stranger, you can actually have a relationship that builds and nurtures. And that helps you build clientele. Okay. There's so many people here that have either connected with me through my podcast or through an email. Over time, we end up working together or building a relationship outside of that. So, we're going to be talking about automation, and today I'm going to share behind the scenes of Flow Desk. You can utilize any platform, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you utilize this system. I'm going to show you how simple it is, okay? Because we're keeping simplicity. And I want you to start having a mindset shift that automation is not a bad thing, okay? Automation helps your job become even more easier to do, okay? So it's your friend. It's like a second employee for you. So on here, how are we going to start building this, right? So you have to first do an opt-in or freebie. You have to offer something in exchange so that your, follower on social media can get off social media to become into the list, to build up that email list that you want so that you can build and nurture that connection. So if freebie could be like maybe like a five-step check, like checklist, right? Like that's something I did for the mobile salon. Maybe it's like your, favorite tools that you use behind the chair. You have to really think about what your clients are really asking you for. I know not everybody is building mobile salons, but everybody's always asking me, Celeste, how do I get started? That's why I created the five-step checklist for the mobile salon. And to this day is my highest converting one because that's what people really want to ask me first, right? Then the rest, comes from nurturing and connection throughout time. So instead of like I do not use ChatGPT. I am not into AI. Sorry, not sorry. That's my own, decision. You can decide if you want to use ChatGPT. I would rather you pull up a poll on your Instagram stories. Hey, would you be interested in this type of freebie or this one? Which guide would help you or which checklist would help you? Or even just look on your DMs. What is the question that you're answering constantly that creating this free guide, it can be just one page with answering that top requested question would help and that people will exchange their email address for that. So remember, your opt-in or your freebie is there. The main goal of it is to help you build your email list, to have people opt in, okay? And it's also going to bring the solution that you can stop relying on social media. You no longer have to post on Instagram every single day because you can have connection and deeper conversations with your ideal clients off it. So, when we are going to be talking about automation, just remember, like automation is there for you to just really help you automate that connection. So, rather than writing an email for every single person, an individual email for every person that opts in, you can create one email that's automatically sent out to anybody who signs up. It helps like create that action and momentum because you create an email once, it's pre-made, you did the work, and it just automatically goes out when you tell it to. It's like having a second employee. Think about like email automation and nurturing as like a second employee in your business. So this is like, I know this is so funny, but this is from Flowdesk, and this is called a landing page. So if you can see here, you enter your email address and then you get the guide, right? This is an interesting picture, but we're actually going to stop sharing here. And let me actually, let's go over to Flowdesk. So let me actually open up my Flowdesk over here so I can share this with you because I really want you to be able to see what I am seeing. So with that, let's go ahead. Let's continue screen sharing. So now I'm going to show you the back end of Flowdesk. This does not mean you have to use Flowdesk. I just want to show you how easy it is because one of the biggest struggles that I had for the longest time is I cannot believe I got into English 1A, which is like college level English straight out of high school. But with any skill, if you stop utilizing it, you lose it. So now I make punctuation and grammatical errors all the time. So having a template, it's super helpful for me. So that's what I'm about to share with you right now, how easy it is to use on Flowdesk. And we're going to go over that right now. So with that, let me share my screen. Okay. So as you can see over here, this is the flow desk. Okay. So when you go to create an email, they have all this like amazing templates. So let me go ahead and show you a little bit behind the scenes here. So they'll have like what's your goal, right? Which I love. So you're literally going to create an email. It tells you what's your goal. You want to share your favorite things, share nudes, a welcome email. You want to make some money, so like promote a class or anything. You want to say thank you. You want to inspire. You want to just create a plain text email. You don't want to be fancy, or you want to create your own little template and start from scratch. So this is amazing because you can see here. let's go into like a welcome email, right? Because we're going to be creating a nurture. Like, look how beautiful this is. It's already created for you. It's a template that you can literally customize on your own. And you can see like they're beautiful, they're curated. You can go ahead and edit all the details on here. We're going to go into one. This one is like when people, go into your email list, like what can they expect from you, right? It's literally like, see, they have a freebie, literally one called the freebie. So let's go into this one. And you can just literally click on it and you can see this is how it looks like when somebody opens up on the computer. And it's so important when you go into creating emails that it's really mobile accessible because most people are on their mobile cell phone when they open your emails. So if I click that little icon of this phone, as you can see with my little arrow, this is how it would look on a cell phone and you can edit it before. Like you can see how it would look like, the layout, beautiful. Awesome. I want it, so I'm going to customize it. Okay. This is literally how easy it is to create an email. So here comes the hard part. So this is super simple, right? You're like, oh my gosh, this is so easy. But like now comes the writing part. So the cool thing about Flowdesk is you see down here, this is actually my Instagram. This is from the gram. So this is like my most recent post. It's all done automatically. If you connect your Instagram, which I love, these are my, you can click on my Instagram, you can go to my Pinterest, you can go hear the podcast, right? So it's really, really awesome that you can really edit it. And I wanted to show you this because I think it's so important that you realize how simple it is and it can be super short. I know sometimes as business professionals, we're like, we have to be so professional. We have to keep it like, structured in a certain way. But if you look on here, look how fun this is because everyone loves a freebie. And now for the fun part, drum roll, please. You know that freebie download I promised ya about my top 5 tips for higher open rates? Well, it's all right here. Just click the button below to grab it and dive into my email marketing bliss. Okay, so this is somebody else's voice. It's not how I talk, but it gives you a starting point, right? So, like for me, it would like, as promised, here's here's the freebie, to help you start email marketing in your hairstyling business. Click below or grab it below. It can be that simple. It doesn't have to be crazy paragraphs. I'm having a conversation with a friend. And when you go to write your emails, the highest converting emails always come like writing a conversation with a friend. So I think it's really important that we start thinking about that when you do this. And some of you are going to be like, okay, perfect. You can literally click on here if you want to add it. That you can see right here. You can literally go to link and I can add the link. It can be URL, it can be a file. And I can, it's really simple to do. That's what I mean. It's so simple. Like I love using Flowdesk. If you want to utilize it or try it out, I do have a code. I'm affiliated, so that means I'll get a little commission from it. But I've been using Flowdesk since 2019 is when 2018, 2019 is when I started utilizing it. So I really love it. And it's what's kept me consistent. So I really love utilizing. You see how simple this is to create your own freebie. Now I'm going to show you something. I'm trying to see how I can do this because I need to protect everybody's emails. So let's do this, okay? And you can choose your audience. I'm going to end this by just showing you really quickly. So let's say, okay, I love this email. It's perfect. We edited it all. You can see how you can edit it. You can choose what name you want it to go under, what email address. So I have 2 different ones because I have 2 businesses. And the cool thing about having your own email list, if you're like Celeste, like you can put a subject line, you can put emojis, a preview text when people before they open it. And the really nice part is you can add segments. Okay, so that means you can add people on different things of your email list. And I wanted to show you this because these are all the subscribers I have on my list. And we're going to talk about scrubbing, okay, today. So scrubbing is pretty much, you should be cleaning up your email list like every 2 weeks. Anybody who's inactive, who has been inactive more than 3 months in my email list, I scrub it, which means I remove them from my email list. The reason why I do that, and I really wanted to talk about this today, I literally had thousands of people on my email list, and now I have 426 people. is because I'm always cleaning up my email list because I want to connect and have a nurturing relationship with people that are either going to become my clients or really care about the content, and we can really have a true relationship outside of social media. I am not here to try to like boost my ego by having 2,000 people on my email list. I could have that. But to have 2,000 people on my email list where only 426 are active in it and actually interacting with it and want to read and want to work with me or want to build a connection with me, for me, it was more important that I focus on those 426. So I'm always more about what really matters, which is connection and nurturing, than it is my ego. Like have 3,000 people, but only 400 like to interact with me. The rest haven't interacted with me for 6 months or 24 months, like that's wasted space. Also, when you do email marketing, like depending on your size list, they can charge you more. So I just really recommend, this is something that nobody really taught me that I want to share with you. Like, don't be shy. Like you see, like there was this one like event, right? There was one opt-ins on those. There's two for that email marketing class. So all those different things I want to share with you today, that it's okay. Like, don't let those little metrics like hinder you, because it can, maybe there's only two people in a certain email marketing class. That one was for 2022. Out of those two people, one of them became a client, and I was a coaching client, and we worked together for 3 months. So that's why I always say, like, don't look at the numbers. Like, don't look at the vanity metric numbers, look at the money making numbers. Okay. So I really wanted to share that with you today because it's so important that you learn how to clean up your email list with all of this. So with that, let's go back to our presentation. So that's a little bit about Flowdesk, and let's go ahead, and I want to keep sharing with you what has been working on here. So let me go to my Zoom, and let me go ahead, and we're going to share my screen again. And thank you for being so patient. Okay, so you already saw how Flowdesk works. So remember, it's literally that simple. I just recommend ask for an email address and name. Keep it simple. What I've learned with landing pages or freebies opt-ins is the more questions or more things people have to like fill out, the less that likely that they'll do it. Okay, so here's like pretty much like how an automation works. This is how I want you to start looking at email marketing in a simple way in seconds. So you're sleeping. It's 2 in the morning. Somebody goes into finds your freebie on your website, and they go ahead and they sign up. So what happens is when you create automations and you do this thing one time, it automatically does it for you. So once they open the email, right? They then they can go ahead. You can, like, you send out the email, it's automatic, you're sleeping, the email gets automatically sent to them. You have already created the workflow. You can create delays. So maybe 3 minutes after they opt in, like they get the freebie, or a day, 2 days after they get the freebie, they get an email from you. You see, all this is automated. And I love this because you're literally creating automations that make sales while you're sleeping. So if your second email or your first email is like, hey, I recommend the second one. Um, I know you got my freebie. How is it going? Do you need more support? Here, click on here to book a one-on-one coaching call, right? That is a call to action, okay? And that can be automatically done. I want you to start thinking email marketing, it is to nurture and connect, but also like we're in business and it's okay to make sales. Like I don't make sales all the time, but usually at least once a month now, I'm offering something to my audience that they need support in. So I think it's really important that you start thinking about that, right? With like email marketing and everything going on. It's that it's here to nurture, to make connections, and also to make sales, okay? Because we're in business, right? If we're not making sales, we just have an expensive hobby. And remember, automation is there to help you build the trust, right? Because you're delivering that freebie right away. It's not waiting for you to physically do it. And it also helps you get time back because now you have an additional little employee through automation. And I want to talk about this because I'm a person that has decided not to use AI. I feel like AI, how much water it uses, the intake of water, and how harmful it is for the environment and for humans and even for creative people. Like it really affects our creative mind. I've just decided not to utilize AI. Remember, automation is different. It's just like an automated system of actions, of triggers of what to do next. Okay, it's different than AI. I do not use AI. I love automation. So remember, automate, use systems like, for example, Flowdesk to get your time back. And, so just remember, it's really simple. When you create a freebie to build your email list, all you have to do is create the opt-in page, which I literally just showed you today. Create the workflow, which is what happens. When do that person get that freebie, right? So right away, 3 minutes after they opt in, and that's all. You can learn all that in Flowdesk. And then you can create, if you want to get really creative and when it could take a couple years to get to this step, or maybe you're ready because you're so tech savvy, you can create sequence. So you can add like follow-up emails to that. And remember, automation is there for connection, right? If I promise you a freebie, and it's happened, if I promise you a freebie and the freebie link is broken and you don't get that freebie right away, I just broke my promise on what I told you I would give you. That just broke trust, and that means you're out of there, right? So that's where automation really helps. I want you to start looking, especially as a solo hairstylist or beauty business owner. We need to see automation as like a employee. I see it like my awesome cheap employee. And I know it probably sounds horrible, but I'm being honest. Like I pay $19 a month for Flowdesk and it does automation for me. And when I send out one email, instead of creating 426 individual emails, I create one email and it gets sent to whoever I want to in my email list, which is amazing. So this is the class today for email marketing. If you want to get in touch, is where you can get a hold of me. And I did want to go ahead and share with you really quickly, where are we going to put this freebie, right? Because most important than email marketing is like, how do you share it? Because for the longest time, I was like, okay, I feel so weird telling people to opt in. I feel so weird. I feel kind of salesy, like putting it in places. But I just really wanted to share with you really quickly how easy it is to do, because I wish somebody would have told me. So let's go ahead and go here. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen one last time for you. And thank you for being so patient. Okay. So this is my hairstylist one. I'm going to use this one just because I feel like it'll be easier for you. And this is where I actually do this. So let's go in here. Let's share the screen. Okay. And right here. Okay. So when you go on here, you can see this is like my actual website. And I wanted to share with you like how easy this is to do. Okay. So you literally have right here, I have the podcast, right? I have all these different links. But if you keep going down, okay. So I talk a little bit about myself, but I talk about the services that I offer. Okay. Here's an opt-in, apps and tools you can use when starting out that are free, and I can send it to you. Literally, people just click on here and it literally sends them, see, there's the opt-in page. I just want your name and email. Boom, done. That's how simple this is. Okay. So if people want to book a call, this for my blog, here's another freebie, right? Maybe you want my mobile salon checklist. And I click on it and boom, here it is. People like opt in and it's automated. That's how simple this is to do. You do not have to complicate it, okay? And even with like social media, you can do the same thing. So let me know if you want me to share how I utilize it for social media. Something I really like to do even with my freebies is like if I teach a class or somebody has a question about it. Like, for example, like, oh my gosh, somebody DMs me, Celeste, I want to start my own mobile salon. How did you do it? I'll be like, oh my gosh, like, I get you. I know it's so confusing. This may seem super simple, but literally with this 5 steps, you can get started. And I actually know people that have used this free 5-step checklist and ran with it and built and have their own mobile salons too. And I think the real thing with all of this is to really start thinking about giving back, right? I think we can be scared, right? Because even for me, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just giving them the 5 main steps. Because literally with those 5 steps, you can go make your own mobile salon. But the thing is that it's for me, I'm always like, if I can help somebody else, like I'm helping myself, like for me, we live in a world where we're all interconnected. And if I can help you succeed, I succeed. I don't see it as a competition. Like even with this one, with the apps and tools, there's some amazing free tools that I've utilized in my own business. And people can actually get it. See, like it's resources on there. These are resources that took me so much time and effort to research, and I'm giving it away for free. I do this because for me, I feel like life in God has blessed me so much that I can give back to people. And I'm not scared. And I'm happy that these tools will literally help somebody's business. And when you're in business, the less you can pay out of pocket, the more money that you make. So start thinking about that way. I know you may be a little like hesitant or kind of scared about sharing, like giving that free guide, and it doesn't have to be crazy. So here I have 30 apps, which I know it's a lot, but hey, one of those are going to help you. The mobile salon, it's 5 steps. You see, 5 steps to starting your mobile salon business. And I'm sharing that with you because sometimes we think it has to be crazy. This is my highest converting one is a 5 step. And some people think it's not super helpful because it's only 5 steps, but those 5 steps are critical because not everybody can have a mobile salon in their county or in their state. So I'm literally saving people money from spending thousands of dollars. Before you even do that, you need to figure out, is this even a solution that you can do, right? Is this something that you can offer and you can go ahead and build in your own city and state? And that for me is super valuable because a lot of people just skip that step. So while some people may not seem that as a helpful tool, for me, that's vital. I don't want you spending money if it's not legally allowed in your state or county, right? You can get in a lot of trouble for that. So that's one of the 5 steps. And I'm sharing that because I think it's so important to give value. Like if you want people to trust you, you want to nurture that connection. I want to know that when I opt into something, it's of value. There has been so many times, and tell me in the comments if this has been you too, where you opt in for something and it's like it's garbage or it's like 50 pages of like paragraphs, run on paragraphs, and you're like, oh my God, like this is so overwhelming. So remember, like our attention span is super like small. So keep it simple, keep it digestible, okay? And we can do things, we can do hard things. I am turning 40 in a few weeks. I cannot believe this. I have been doing videos since 2016. It's 10 years. It's gonna be 10 years in September. I've been creating short form videos before there was reels, before it was popular. And I'm here to tell you we can learn to do these things. I know this is not how sometimes we think we're like, oh my goodness, like I can't do this. Yes, you can. You can learn how to do new things. You can learn how to, you know, better your business with tools that don't solely rely on you doing all the things all the time. So I really hope this class was super helpful for you. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you back here next time. Bye, love.